The World Happiness Report offers guidance on how to make people happy in life. The most recent country rankings are available in the report. What does it mean for a nation to be happy? This video will reveal the answer. According to our list, these are the 10 happiest countries in the world where you can go on a happy vacation or for a business. Number 10. New Zealand. Land of the Long White Cloud alludes to New Zealand's breathtaking natural surroundings as the country ranks 10th among the happiest in the world. Strong social networks and a carefree outdoor lifestyle are two things that New Zealanders enjoy, and both are related to happiness. A high level of trust in the government also adds to a feeling of stability and security. Situated in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, New Zealand is made up of several smaller islands in addition to its two main islands, the North Island and the South Island. Its varied topography includes lakes, beaches, forests, and mountains. With an approximate population of 5 million, the majority of people living in New Zealand are in urban areas, with Auckland being the largest city. The economy of New Zealand is diverse with important industries including manufacturing, services, tourism, and agriculture. Dairy, meat, wine, and forest products are among its exports. New Zealand culture is a blend of Asian, Pacific, and European influences. Maori art, language, and traditions are very important to Maori culture. One of the happiest nations in the world is always New Zealand. Number 9. Australia. For the first time since 2018, Australia has shot back up into the top 10 of the World Happiness Report. Its overall life evaluation score is, however, lower than it was the previous year. This improvement in the ranking can be ascribed to the even greater decline that New Zealand, which was ranked 10th in 2023, underwent. According to the report, overall happiness is significantly lower in both situations among young people and rises gradually with age, peaking among older people. Being one of the world's 10 happiest nations is still a pretty good ranking. Despite their excellent scores for altruism and their high incomes, employment rates, and life expectancy, roughly 40% of them are registered as volunteers. Add to that the wonderful nature and low level of corruption. Australians can now truly consider themselves winners. Number 8. Switzerland. Switzerland began to slip after taking the top spot in the 2015 World Happiness Report. It's true that the Swiss are not unhappy, even though they may be feeling grumpier than normal. Don't worry, Switzerland is still a place where pursuing happiness seems to be the main goal. It can boast picture-perfect scenery, pure air, cutting-edge infrastructure, top-notch educational opportunities, and equitable resource distribution. Not fighting and producing cheese and chocolate also helps. Switzerland has been a war-free nation since 1847. The natural beauty, ski resorts, delectable chocolate, and dependable banking system of Switzerland are well known. It is a country that stays out of international conflicts and is generally neutral. The official languages of the nation are Romansh, German, French, and Italian. With a long life expectancy and one of the lowest obesity rates in the world, Swiss citizens are generally in good health. The average salary for citizens of the nation is also very high, roughly 75% higher than in the US, and it has the highest GDP among the top 10 countries. Switzerland also prides itself on being a clean and safe nation and has a strong sense of community. Number 7. Luxembourg. 8 years ago, this land of lakes, rolling hills, and castles was ranked 20th in the world for happiness. In the report's 2020 edition, Luxembourg placed among the top 10, and it has remained there ever since. With a population of less than 700,000, this tiny country has above average life expectancy, subjective well-being, social connections, and freedom of choice. Even though money cannot buy happiness, it certainly doesn't hurt that Luxembourg is one of the richest nations in the world, with average gross monthly salaries of nearly 7,000 euros for workers. Number 6. Norway. It is both one of the wealthiest and most moral nations in the world. Social and economic equality should be imposed by democracy. According to Norwegians, less disparity in income and gender, better free healthcare, and increased trust in elected officials are the outcomes. The COVID-19 pandemic made it abundantly clear that social and institutional trusts are crucial components of an individual's sense of personal well-being. In this regard, Norway has demonstrated exceptional success in minimizing the negative effects of lockdowns on the economy and maintaining low death rates. Even though Norway has been falling in the rankings over the past few years, it was ranked as number 1. In 2017, its social model is still unquestionably an incredible success story. Number 5. The Netherlands. The Netherlands dropped one spot in this year's ranking, but there are still very few grievances among its citizens. The Dutch have never been wealthier, more educated, or allowed to pursue their own interests in life. The happiness report for this year emphasizes that only the Netherlands and Australia, with populations of more than 15 million, remain in the top 10, leaving out all of the world's most populous countries. Amazingly, the Netherlands also had the smallest difference between the happiest and unhappiest citizens among the top 10 nations. Stated differently, the Dutch enjoy comparatively high levels of happiness. Number 4. Sweden. Sweden moves up 2 spots from its previous ranking of number 6 in the happiness index. Sweden has continuously placed highly on the list because of its wealth, robust social support systems, and institutional accountability. This nation also has an inviolable work-life balance. New parents can take up to 480 days of paid leave, during which they receive about 80% of their salary. It also offers the longest paid vacation period of any nation in the world, 41 days. The personal income tax rate is nearly 60%, which means that taxes are high. On the other hand, fiscal revenues fund free higher education, universal healthcare, and numerous social programs that assist individuals in acquiring new skills and utilizing employment opportunities. Number 3. Iceland. In many different quality of life rankings, Iceland consistently comes in first. Selected as the world's most peaceful nation for more than a decade running by the Institute for Economics and Peace, and as the best country in the world for gender equality by the World Economic Forum. Iceland also publishes the most books per person, so 10% of its citizens will aspire to write a book at some point in their lives, which must be a truly fulfilling endeavor for them. Iceland has been ranked 3rd in the world for happiness since 2022. Given its picturesque scenery, low taxation, free healthcare, and free education, it is hardly surprising that Iceland is so near the top of the United Nations Index. Number 2. Denmark. Denmark topped the list in the first report in 2012, and again in 2013 and 2016, placing 2nd for the 6th consecutive year. The authors of the report have previously observed that the social and political models and values of the Nordic countries are similar. That explains why they frequently alternate spots on the happiness podium, and why each of them is listed among the top 10 happiest nations in the world. When it comes to environment, healthcare, and work-life balance, Danes do well. The study demonstrates that a society where people equally share the costs and rewards is a happier society, and they take great satisfaction in having one of the narrowest wealth gaps in the world. Number 1. Finland. Finland succeeded once more. In 2018, it shot up to the top of the ranking from 5th place, and it appears committed to staying there. There are many advantages for Finns as well. This happy country has 3 million extremely relaxing saunas, a thriving cultural life, and high standards of living. Having more forests per square mile than any other country in Europe, a lot of Finns attribute their contentment with life to their relationship with the natural world. The current happiness champion even gives advice on how to live a better life to the rest of the world, demonstrating that she is not selfish. Via its tourism organization, it suggests long walks in forests brimming with berries, mushrooms, and wild herbs, in addition to plenty of swimming, hiking, and biking. Where you live, you've never seen anything even slightly like that. That's precisely the point. They're urging you to pay them a visit. These were the top 10 happiest countries in the world in our list, which you should visit. For more entertaining videos, please subscribe to our channel and give us your feedback in the comments section.